Welcome back to the Cricket Happening show today, and I'm going to start off from where I left off. As I left you, you would remember on the first day, that is that I gave you the lunchtime update where they were 85 for 3. In fact, I would be talking about what happened, so that is something that I'm going to talk about, and I will also give you some live cricket commentary if possible from the second day's play, which is right now. Well, there's no commentary, sorry. I mean, it's lunchtime right now. Where in fact West Indies were rolled out for 148 yesterday, and let me tell you, this has been a very dicey pitch here at Dominica and Roseau, and it has not been easy for the batsmen. The ball has been keeping low. There has been certain balls have been rearing up, hitting the batsmen on the anatomy. We have seen that Josh Hazlewood did it to certain West Indies players there, and then we also saw that Australian batsmen also struggled on this pitch. With Devendra Bishu producing a dream delivery, which I'll be talking about, and almost a La Shane Warne delivery today, pitched on the middle end leg stump and went on to rip the off stump of Brad Haddin. What a delivery! That was the delivery of the, not on the day, I would say, delivery of the series probably. That was such a superb delivery from Devendra Bishu, also bowled well yesterday. And there is everything for the bowlers, and there's going to be a definite result in this match. And Australia currently have gone to lunch at 153 for 6. I'll come back to that. And also, there's some cricket news that's petering around. One's coming from South Africa, where De Villiers has been named the South Africa's Cricketer of the Year in their annual South African Cricket Awards there. And the umpires elite panel has been announced. There are some two new umpires coming to the mix, S. Ravi from India and Chris Gaffaney. So I'll be talking about that. But first, let's get on to this match between Australia and West Indies and the second day. But let me first recount the tale for you on the first day. As I said, it's a dicey pitch. I had left you with the lunchtime score on 85 for 3. After that, it was Hazlewood was bowling superbly, as I said, and he was the one who picked up the first wicket after lunch when he actually sent Shane Dowdy, the Test debutant, back to the pavilion, when he actually had him clean bowled for 15 with 2 boundaries. And Samuels could not do much. He only contributed 7 runs when he top-edged the delivery from Mitchell Starc into the hands of Hazlewood. Blackwood, of whom much was expected, was also cheaply dismissed for 2, and this was Johnson's playing the stumps of Dinesh Ramadhin there, and Hazlewood took the wicket of Blackwood. Jason Holder briefly resisted. In fact, Ramadhin and Jason Holder tried to do something about it, but it was not very easy. As I said, the pitch was really playing truant, especially on the first day if you're going to see balls skipping low, and I'm wondering what is going to happen on this Windsor Park Roseau Dominica pitch, because if the balls are raining up, the balls are keeping low, and we are only into the second day, definitely this match is going to finish within 5 days unless rain comes and creates any problem. Dinesh Ramadhin, his stumps were played by Johnson for 19 with 2 boundaries. Holder resisted for a brief while, making 21 with 3 boundaries. The tail was very quickly cleaned up. Taylor was gone for 6 of the bowling of Steve Smith. Bishu was not out on 9. Shannon Gabriel was the last wicket, but it was a very good catch taken by Clark with the bowling of Johnson to do, and the West Indies were routed for 148. They were all out for 148, and the bowling, as I said, Johnson, all the pace bowlers bowled excellently. Johnson 13.5 overs, 2 minutes, 3 for 34, but the man who stood out with the ball was none other than Josh Hazlewood, really showing glimpses of a Glenn McGrath bowling style, I would say. Was Hazlewood 15 overs, 7 maidens, 33 runs and 3 wickets for him. Mitchell Starc 15 overs, 5 maidens, 2 for 48. Nathan Lyon 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 20. Watson 3 overs, 1 maiden, none for 11. And Steve Smith 1 over, no maiden, 1 for 2. Now it was the turn for Australia to get into the middle and see what they could do. As I said, it was not an easy pitch to bat on, and one can't blame the West Indies for not really putting up a big score on the board, because the pitch itself is a bit dicey, and it's not easy to negotiate. You have to show some real good technique, and I think experience would be the fore, and definitely West Indies were lacking that experience in one man, and that is Shivnarine Chanderpaul was not being considered. Well, Australia, as far as their first dig was concerned, it started with the openers David Warner and Sean Marsh opening the batting, and the first wicket to go was David Warner. Jerome Taylor provided the breakthrough when he had Warner nicking into the hands of Blackwood for 8. That was the first wicket to go. After that, it was a partnership which took the score on to 38 between Sean Marsh and Steve Smith, but Devendra Bishu was inducted into the bowling lineup at that stage, the leg spinner, and there's also lots of turn-in for the bowlers too. So you could just imagine how difficult this pitch can be. Sean Marsh was the next to go, as his wicket was taken by Jason Holder, as he got him caught by Bravo, sorry, for 19 with 3 boundaries, made 38 for 2, and then Michael Clark. This was Bishu. Actually, Michael Clark had actually hit a 6 of the bowling of Bishu, and that was the time when Bishu actually dragged Michael Clark down the wicket, and that ended in Michael Clark not really timing the ball, and the resultant edge was taken by Ramadan. He was gone for 18, 1-4 and 1-6, and Stephen Smith, who did a wonderful job, and he's also a very good player of spin like Michael Clark, was joined by the Test debutant Adam Burgess. And Stephen Smith, let me tell you, well, he took his time. He was trying to negotiate the balls. He knew that the pitch was a bit difficult to bat on. He did whatever he could, but then finally, it was Bishu actually dragging Stephen Smith down the crease to have a whack at it, and Stephen Smith missed. Ramadan didn't miss. Ramadan whipped off the bails in a flash. Stephen Smith was walking back to the pavilion out for 25, stumped by Ramadan of the bowling of Devendra Bishu, 25 with 1 boundary, which made it 97 for 4, and then they also lost the wicket of Shane Watson, who once again, it was Devendra Bishu who was taking his 3rd wicket today, and he was picked up for 11, and that made the score 112 for 5, and West Indies were really into deep waters. Sorry, Australia went to deep waters with 112 for 5. Adam Burgess was the one who was negotiating the bowlers pretty well, I thought, as Brad Haddin joined him. Today it was Brad Haddin and Adam Burgess who started off, and let me tell you, things have been pretty difficult. We have been seeing that Devendra Bishu has been extracting a lot of turn out of the pitch, and what a delivery. Well, one knows that Shane Warne was the one from Australia who could actually bowl a delivery on the middle and leg stump, and it will rip the off stump. But can you believe it? Today, Devendra Bishu, the leg spinner, delivered such a dream delivery. That was really something absolutely, I would say, that is something for the videos for everyone to see, because the ball pitched on the middle and leg stump and went on to rip the off stump of Brad Haddin, and Brad Haddin was absolutely nonplussed, as that was an excellent delivery, a classic delivery, a La Shane Warne delivery, and would have made Shane Warne absolutely proud about this. Devendra Bishu would be definitely proud, but Shane Warne, if you would have watched it, you would have felt that probably Bishu is turning into a Shane Warne. This was a real ripper of a delivery, and I would goad all the dear friends and subscribers on my cricket show to go ahead and watch this on your video. What a delivery that was, middle and off leg stump, and went on to pick the off stump. Haddin absolutely rooted to the crease, gone, bowled Bishu for 8, and while at lunch, Adam Woods has been doing some good negotiation there. He is an unbeaten 45-6-4, so he's having a good debut, and he is really helping Australia when the chips have been down. Johnson is not out on 14, and it's not going to be easy. It all depends on how the lower order is going to really give the support, much needed support that is needed for Adam Burgess. But definitely I can tell you one thing, that Australia have at least forged ahead of West Indies by at least a slender margin, because the score is 153 for 6 at lunchtime. We are at lunchtime right now on the second day at the Dominic Park in Rizzo, and 153 for 6 is the current score, and I can only tell you one thing, that it's not going to be easy, but definitely they are ahead by 5 runs right now. Now Jerome Taylor had 13 overs, no maiden, 1 for 36. Gabriel 11 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 28. But the pick of the bowlers has been Devendra Bishu, delivering that dream ball to dismiss Brad Haddin. 20 overs, 4 maidens, 59 runs and 4 wickets, continuing the good work that he did yesterday, really taking full advantage of the turn that is available on this pitch. He's also taking advantage of all the unevenness that is there on this pitch, and Devendra Bishu has delivered tremendously well here. 20 overs, 4 maidens, 59 runs and 4 wickets. Samuels 4 overs 1 maiden, none for 9, and Jason Holder 10 overs 2 maidens, 1 for 21. So as I said, this is lunchtime here at the at Dominica in the Windsor Park in Roseau. So that is the time, and Adam Woods has to get some company. If at all he has to, if he gets some company, then probably Australia can probably push the score around to more than 200 and get and I think any team which is getting the lead here will stand to benefit. As I said, it's a very, very difficult pitch to bat on as of now. Well, okay, and we are only at lunchtime right now, as you know, in the second day. Well, from here, some cricket news here. The cricket news that is coming in from South Africa is that the South African South Africa's annual awards were announced today, and AB de Villiers was named as the Cricketer of the Year. The T20 Cricketer of the Year went to the Morne van Wyk, the opening batsman, and also the Momentum One Day Cup Cricketer, the local cricket tournament there in South Africa. It was given to Robin Peterson, and let me tell you, there is one bloke who is from overseas, has picked up the Ram Slammer of the season, and he is none other than the West Indian basher Kieron Pollard. He has been named the Ram Slammer of the season. So that is something that Kieron Pollard would be very happy about, since he has not been a part of the West Indies team. Unfortunately, the umpire of the year went to Johan Cloete. And also, I know the other cricket news which is coming in is from the ICC. And that the reason that it's ICC is that the elite panel of umpires for 2015-16 has been picked up. So basically, the elite panel has two new players, two new umpires into the mix. Is S. Ravi from India has got the nod, and he becomes the first Indian umpire to figure in the elite panel for 2015. And also, there is one more umpire who is coming in, and is Chris Gaffaney of New Zealand, who will be in the elite panel for the first time. So the elite panel of ICC umpires for 2015-16 includes Alim Dar of Pakistan, Kumar Dharmasena, the umpire from Sri Lanka, Maraz Erasmus of South Africa. Chris Gaffaney is the new umpire from New Zealand who gets a chance in the elite panel this year. Ian Gould of England, Richard Illingworth from England, Richard Kettleborough from England, Neil Long from England, Bruce Oxenford from Australia. S. Ravi becomes the first umpire to get into this elite panel from India. Paul Rifle, Australia, and Rod Tucker from Australia. So that's what the elite panel consists of. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I think that really puts a lid on this Cricket Happening show. And as usual, I'll be there tomorrow to talk about what happened on the second day's play between Australia and West Indies. I will talk about it in a brief manner as I did today, and then we will get on to some cricket updates. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that is something that really puts an end to this Cricket Happening show for today. Hope you all liked it, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.